future Canadian, and welcome to this video where we're going to be talking about the real cost of relocating to Canada through the study route with a practical example. So after watching this video, you'll never be confused about the cost of relocating. You'll be able to calculate it on your own. You would understand the fundamentals of the cost of relocating to Canada through the study route. So let's get started. Now, why does this matter? Why do you need to know the cost? It's not meant to scare you. It's meant to help you plan properly. So when we say, oh, you need a budget of 50 million naira, you might think, 50 million naira upfront, I don't have that. It's too much. Some even think it's as cheap as 2 million naira. One of our prospects recently asked if she could relocate with 4 million naira, and to be honest, that is a stretch and it is not really possible. Do you understand? It's not. So here we're going to clarify everything and you see it perfectly, and it's not meant to scare you. It's meant for you to plan and look for opportunities to reduce the cost. I mean, just like any other thing in life, if you really want it, you have the will, you'd find a way. Do you understand? Don't think it is too much. People like you are doing it and they are making the money in Nigeria. Yes, so money is meant to be made. Just find ways to encourage yourself to identify opportunities that will help you relocate and maximize them. Remember, this is not to scare you, it's to help you understand and be confident in the process, knowing the budget and doing your planning properly. So you don't have to have the entire money up front, and you're going to see it as we proceed. Now, let's talk about the mandatory cost. So when you're coming to Canada through the study route, you need to apply for admission, and that costs money. And the admission fees vary. And the practical scenario we're going to be using in this video, the admission application fee is 90 Canadian dollars. And you can see that's pretty much affordable. But here we've said 170, just to set expectations so that when you finally do it and it's cheaper, you'll be like, oh. Now for you to expect it to be cheaper, and most of the schools you are seeing have high application fee, then you have to pay your study permit fee, which is 150 Canadian dollars. So you can see the exchange rates as at the time of making this video. Do you understand? As at the time of making this video, you pay for your biometrics, it's 5 Canadian dollars. It varies with family size. You also need to do your medicals. Do you understand? So these are basic fees that you need to pay, with the application fee for school application being the first one. Then these other ones, including medicals, come when you're applying for your study visa. And still with this application fee, before you get to the study permit era or the study permit stage, you need to know about your tuition deposits, which we'll be talking about in subsequent slides. Now, tuition and living costs. So these two make up your proof of funds. Do you understand? You need to prove that you have paid your tuition, or you have the resources required to pay your tuition. So let me show you directly from IRCC's website. Yeah, so as you can see, when it comes to proof of financial support or proof of funds, you can see here you must prove that you have enough money without working in Canada to pay for all of the following: tuition fees for the course or program of studies, living expenses for yourself and the family member who come with you while you are in Canada, then transportation to and from Canada for yourself and your accompanying family member. So that transportation is talking about flights, tickets. Do you understand? So this is what proof of fund entails in as simple English as possible. Tuition fees. So you need to know how much your tuition fees is. Then you need to know your exact living expenses. Yes, so we're back here now. So for tuition cost, you need to know that Now there is a tuition deposit requirement, and like I said, you see a practical example of a school, of a program, and how you can easily calculate the cost on your own. And the aim of this video is for you to never ever be confused about how much it is going to cost you to relocate to Canada successfully. It varies for different people. You might get scholarships, you might get funding, even tuition deposit varies. If you choose a school that has high tuition deposits, you spend more. Do you understand? Yeah, so for tuition deposits ranges from 2,000 to 10,000. Some universities for undergraduate program take tuition deposits of about 1,000 Canadian dollars. It varies. Do you get it? So which, according to the exchange rate here, which is around 1,200 Naira per Canadian dollar, it varies. So that's why the Canadian dollar value is there. Then for first year tuition, you can expect it to range from 15,000 to 25,000. We prefer to keep it below 20,000, around that range. Do you understand? That's a good tuition budget. Then for living expenses, so the minimum amount IRCC requires you to show for your first year. So what they are expecting now is that for tuition, you need to show that you can pay the first year. For living expenses, you need to show that you have it for the first year. So they are basically looking at it for the first year of your study. So I'm going to show you the breakdown, since this video has to be as detailed as possible for the cost. I'll show you the breakdown depending on family size and even for a single applicant. Yeah, so here we are. So for a single applicant, you can see it here. This is one. You can see the amount required. You can take a screenshot of this or come back to watch it as many times as you want. And you can see it varies with number of family members, including the applicants. So if you just see primary applicants, 22,895 Canadian dollars, you can do the estimates, might be around 25 million naira. For two, you have 28,003, so you can just see it. So you know how to plan. It's not for you to be scared. It's money. Do you understand? People are making this money, people are spending it. Man-made money, so, and you are man. Just to lift your spirit and not think that there's any amount that is out of reach for you. Do you get it? Especially when it's something that's man-made. Yes. So now that you know the living expense part, so you can see it clearly now. Don't allow yourself to be confused. This is how much you need for living expenses. There are some other costs. You need to show additional. For your flight tickets now, it's best to just have, let's say, an extra, let's say 5% towards the total amount. But don't panic. Don't panic. Just understand the major components. Living expense, which is what we are looking at here on this page. Living expense, then tuition, that's your school fees, varies depending on your school, and I'm going to use one school to show you a practical example of how to identify your tuition and also your tuition deposit application fee, so that you see how practical, real, and straightforward it is. You don't have to confuse yourself or worry. But you see, this living expenses is fixed for everybody depending on your family size, while for tuition it varies depending on the school, the program, and all of that. So is it clear now? So if it's clear, let us know in the comments. And now we're going to look at an actual tuition from an actual school, so you see how it works and you can do it yourself. Yes, so I hope it's very clear, because I'm really doing my best to simplify it such that you cannot be confused. And if you have questions, you can always ask. Do you understand? Now let's look at an actual school. So this is Seneca Polytechnic, and this is to show you the tuition deposits for international students. Now you can see they're asking for 2,000 Canadian dollars, which is around, let's say, 2.4 to 2.5 million naira, which is affordable for a lot of people. So if you're interested in this kind of tuition deposits, you go to Seneca Polytechnic, you can see their tuition deposit, so you find a program there and you are good to go. So now you know the tuition deposit, you know what you're planning towards. In fact, this is so much information that is being given out for free, because we care and we want you to see that the process is practical, is achievable, and you can do it. Do you understand? So moving forward, now that you know the tuition deposits of this school, which is Seneca College, it helps you plan the early stage. Now let's look at a program in Seneca College. Now the best way to find programs, like we've said in our other videos, you find it on Instagram or YouTube, is even in our previous video talking about the steps. We said you look for DLIs and you check their PGWP program list. So for Seneca Polytechnic, you can see that we went to their website. Look at the one I'm highlighting where it says senecapolytechnic.ca/international/PGWP eligible program. So any program you pick here, you know it's PGWP. You just need to make sure that it is a great fit for your background. You can explain, you can justify, you can do all of that, which is what we help you do in our Canada admission accelerator. Now that we are on this PGWP eligible programs list, we know any program we choose here, we're good to go, as long as matches, ECE, early education, early childhood education is in demand. So we're using ECE as an example. Do you understand? So when you tap on early childhood education, this is the tuition for it. When you get to the early childhood education, you most likely land on overview. You check admission requirements, make sure you meet it. You look at the cost, you can check the pathways. And if you're ready to apply, you tap on apply now, which I'm going to show you screenshots of. But the point, what I want you to take out on this page is the fees. Do you understand? Is the fee. So with this now, you know that, okay, my total fee is, you have to add these two together because you can't pay tuition fees without spending on books and supplies. So you add it together and you should be having I should have used calculator for this. So let's say, I think 19. Just have this at the back of your mind now. Then you know that you are paying 2,000 as tuition deposit. So you'll be left with a balance of, let's say, 17,175 as balance. So, but this is to help you plan. You know that, okay, my tuition for the first year is this amount. So you add this plus your living expense, and that's how much you need to show as proof of funds. And don't forget, you best to add extra for your flight tickets. Is one of the requirements. Transportation to and from Canada. So is it clear? Please let me know if it is clear, and if you feel like there's a part that wasn't explained or there's a part that was over explained, you let us know. Do you understand? And you also choose the academic year. I feel the screen is too much now. Choose the academic year. So these are just things. So the main aim of this video is for you to be able to look at the cost, how much it's going to cost you to relocate to Canada. It varies. You might decide you want to do another program, the tuition would be different. So it's just show you how to find it, how it is realistic, and how to do it for yourself. Now that we've covered tuition and tuition deposits, you know that here we mentioned the tuition deposits, 2,000 Canadian dollars. Here we showed you how to find PGWP eligible program. Very simple and very straightforward. Here you now know the exact exact tuition fees. So it's clear. It's clear. Do you understand? So, and moving on, the next thing I want to show you now is your application fee. So you can see that for Seneca Polytechnic, they're asking for 90 Canadian dollars, which is very, very affordable. Should be around let's say 100k ish. Do you get it? And it's very affordable. So you can explore Seneca Polytechnic, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are finding this video valuable. Now, we've covered tuition, we've covered tuition deposit, we've covered application fee. Do you understand? Next thing we'll be looking at is scholarships. Not all schools have these entrance scholarships or even scholarships at all, but Seneca Polytechnic also has scholarship. Now imagine you get this 5,000 Canadian dollars entrance scholarship. Your tuition has gone down by almost that should be 30%. Do you understand? 5,000 Canadian dollars is roughly 6 million naira. And this is the breakdown. Do you get it? You can go to their website. This is it here. This is free hot information that you're getting to make life easy for you. You can use, so this is the breakdown, 1 program, 2-year program. So they've just mentioned everything here. Do you understand? So yeah, you can see how practical and real this is. So I'm showing you is very real, very, you can, this is something you can go and do it by yourself. So by now I'm sure you know how to determine how much it is going to cost you to relocate, and you should not panic. Just know how to plan and budget for it. Yes, moving forward, so we've addressed this proof of financial support. We've also addressed this, which is, you know, knowing the exact living expense depending on your family size. So the total cost, now you can easily calculate the total cost. You say your first year of tuition, your living expense, you can see flight tickets, then IRCC fees. I think there's a something with the summation, but you know the fees that we spoke about. We spoke about the application, biometrics, visa application. So this first application is for admission. Then you add your medicals to it, so you might actually add up to this IRCC fees. So that's how we arrived at a budget of this amount. And you can see we've said this is preparation, not intimidation. Being intimidated will not do you any benefit. But if you see, okay, this is it, I'm going to find a way because this investment is worth it. I mean, check our video on the benefits. If you ever doubt or you feel like, oh, this study route is overwhelming, watch it. You get the ginger that you need to succeed, especially now that you see that the process is clear and is achievable. That's our aim. So when you understand it, you see it, nothing will shake you again. Now moving forward, so the good news, which you've already seen, is that schools only require deposits to get you that admission letter. So you don't need to pay it in full immediately, but you should have the money. It's important that you're not paying it in full doesn't mean you will not have the money. The many schools offer installment payments here. So when you arrive in Canada, we've seen admission letters whereby they say you pay it in bits. So you're good to go. Scholarships and study loans. So you've clearly seen the scholarship opportunity there. So all these things are real. They are not them say. Do you understand? Loans, you use MPOWER. I should have shown you passage. Oh. Okay, maybe on another video. Do you get this? So all these loans exist on another video to help you fill the gap. So if your spouse also comes with an open work permit, very good. But remember, they said you must be able to provide those proof of financial support without working in Canada. So always have that in mind, and you don't go and be saying it on your SOP for visa application that, oh, you get the remaining when you work in Canada. You don't want to hear that. Do you understand? Yes. So it's not to scare you. Understand the process so you can plan and prepare well, not trying to fight the process or saying the process is this or that. That won't help. Understanding is key, and you follow the right strategies, which is what we do at Naira Academy, and you can see it from the way we are explaining this. Yeah, so how to actively reduce your cost. So you start by, you know, when you go for very affordable schools, you spend less. Do you understand? You spend way less. So one of the reasons why we use Seneca was the tuition deposit is quite low. You can also use New Brunswick Community College, but I think they are requesting for 5,000 Canadian dollars in tuition deposit. So that's for you to plan and start saving up. Don't allow fear to hold you down. So you target scholarships. You can see Seneca. You can also apply for, you can get any of the entrance scholarship there. And so looking at all these opportunities to reduce costs, you know, we've mentioned our Canada Admission Accelerator. So with it, we find you very affordable, high quality schools in PR friendly provinces. Do you understand? For scholarships, we provide you with resources and guides, and we guide you on how you can go about the scholarship. Now, if you look at that link, I added it to this presentation so that you can see that that's exactly what we do for people in our Canada Admission Accelerator. You can also use study loans. I mean, I would have added a video, but this video is already too long and I feel like I've over explained and explained. So there might be another video talking about the study loans. Coming for your master's or PhD, you can get funding, and we also assist with this. We provide you with emails that you send to your supervisors, everything you need to secure that funding. We give it to you. We do our very best. So the real challenge is not just money. So you might have the money and you still get refused. So how you structure your proof of funds is also very important. Do you get it? So when you structure it poorly, the money doesn't look legitimate to the visa officer and you can get denied. So you can expect another video where we talk about the proof of funds mistakes most people make and how to avoid it. So if your statement of purpose is also weak and it fails to convince them that you're a genuine student, you could also get refused. Now, this is where our Canada Admission Accelerator comes in. So we solve real problems faced by people relocating to Canada through the study route. So we help you shortlist affordable PR-friendly programs. We help you find scholarship. Now, when we say we help you find, we provide you with resources that will make it easier for you to find the scholarship. So it's not as though we guarantee scholarships or we say, oh, this program, unless the program has it, then we say, okay, this program has scholarships, you can go ahead and apply for it. So this to set expectations. So as we improve our systems, we get to a point where you can say, oh, definitely you can get scholarships for this program when you meet the requirements. But for now, we provide you with resources, you know how to find them, we put you through, you find, you apply. So as bonus, we also provide experts POF guidance and guidance on how to put together a convincing statement of purpose, because it goes just beyond having a bank statement with all the money. Is the money legit? We also have another video where we talk about our CAT system for ensuring that you are not denied for proof of funds. So consistency, accessibility, supporting documents. Yeah, you can check our YouTube channel, you find those videos there. So we guide you on your POF and SOP. Remember, it's guidance, so it's more of a looking from above to put you through, so you know how to put together those documents. Yeah, so with the CAA, what do you get? You get a clear, so CAA is our Canada Admission Accelerator. So you get a clear relocation strategy, personalized for you and connect your background to PR. You get expert guidance on structuring your proof of funds legally. We guide you on how you are going to write your statement of purpose, and if you want us to write it for you, we can also do that, and it comes with fees. Then personalized support. So when we find the right schools and opportunities for you, we'll be there to guide you as you move through the process, so we don't leave you stranded or abandon you. So if you found this helpful, follow us, subscribe to our channel for practical, no nonsense strategies on relocating to Canada through the study routes. I mean, this video has been longer than expected. Thank you very much for watching. Share with people also interested in relocating to Canada. Like, subscribe, and if you have more inquiries, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp or pay us a visit at our office. I'll be glad to have you. So thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.